Welcome to Vlogmas Day 8. We are currently in Hackney, walking down by the canal, and there are lots of runners here, and we didn't realise this was a running spot, so if you see lots of people walking past, that will be why. I'm hoping you can hear me as well, it's very windy, but we're just going to go to Broadway Market and see if we can... I hate doing this vlogging in public.
We haven't adjusted to
the most
public vlogging.
No, this is the most disgusting thing. And also, I'm holding a massive camera. It's not like I'm just holding my phone, so yeah. I do actually have real anxiety about this, so don't judge me. But yeah, we're just going to go to Broadway Market and take you guys with us. It's very rainy, very cold, very windy, so a really lovely day, yet again. So the reason we've come to Hackney is because we are neighbours of Hackney, and we always don't give East London a bit of like the credit that it's due, so we thought we'd take you around somewhere that's local to us and show you what it's really like in East London. Chad's found his new local.
It's all going to be hipster garbage wine.
Organic wines.
Yeah, there you go. This is a organic wine shop in Hackney, which basically means they probably step on it on their feet wearing a certain lotion for 36 hours, and then they sprinkle some chai on it. But yeah, not for me.
We're currently just walking down all the side streets in Hackney. We like to see all the little houses here.
Yeah, the thing with Hackney is it's a double-edged sword for me, because on one hand it's very like artsy, hipster. You walk down the high street, you see it, right? It's very sort of funky, but it's two different worlds, because they've retained a lot of the big council estates and things. So it's very contrasting. You can walk down one street with big grand houses that are £3-4 million, and around the corner you have a huge council estate, which is projects or social housing, depending on where you're from. So it's a real sort of contrast area.
Most of London is though, but Hackney's prices are like extortion.
Yeah.
We were looking at, I think, Victoria Park Road a second ago. There's really lovely, like double-fronted, I guess, I don't know what you'd call them, like Victorian houses, and they're around £4 million.
I would say Hackney is a cool place to live, but I don't think it's worth the prices. Like, if I were to take the house prices here, I could move to Fulham, parts of Islington, and they're much nicer areas than Hackney as a whole. So weirdly, parts of Hackney are higher than parts of like really nice parts of London, but I think it is because of the art scene.
It is very artsy fartsy, yeah. Which
So-
is really cool. It's nice to have an area that's so like dedicated to like one specific thing. So if you go to West London, does it really have identity? That's the argument.
Problem is-
Hackney, you know what you're getting when you come to Hackney.
Yeah, like you go to southwest London, I think it's overhyped. I don't like a lot of the areas there, like Clapham, Putney, all those areas. But West London is very nice. You've got sort of Fulham and surrounding areas, but so boring. Like it's very
it's not
much
really
like
all there.
suburbia family. Whereas here, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, and also you can see again, people are always like renovating around here. But these little streets are really lovely. They're sort of, I don't know if you call these mews.
I think they are Muse.
They sort of are, aren't they? They're really beautiful. This is just like a little private street.
I'd probably guess 2.5, 3 million.
It depends how many bedrooms. You can't really tell with these houses, can
But the
you?
thing is, they've all got extensions.
Yeah.
So they'll have extensions on the back, and they'll have loft conversions. Like that one's getting a big loft conversion right there.
Yeah, it's a huge loft conversion. But yeah, I think it's just really cool seeing these little side streets. Sorry, my camera just cut off then. But now we're just going to, I think, head on back to the little shops. We don't really go in any of them. And if there are any, I'm probably going to go in and take you with me. Let's try and see if there are any shops that we want to go into. I don't know if there are any like antique shops here. I don't think so. They're more hippie, like soap shops.
Yeah,
And some wine shops.
it's like thrift shops and might be some good food places though.
We'll have a look.
So we just finished in Hackney. We haven't been in a little while, have we? I think it's a shame. Like the market's usually good on a Sunday, but because the weather's so bad, it storms at the minute in the UK. I think a lot of the vendors aren't there, so it's usually a bit more cool. I usually come here in the summer because it's got the riverfront and it's really nice. But yeah, I think the winter, just everything's a bit more depressing.
Everything looks a bit more depressing, yeah. It's nice to see people running and everyone's in like the restaurants and stuff. It's a really lovely, bubbly little place, isn't it? Everyone's out and about, but it's just a lot.
I've never seen so many runners in my life.
There's so many runners.
Where we're off to next though, so Hackney is right next to where we live, and so is Walthamstow. We're richly nestled in between them. So we're going to go to Walthamstow now. Walthamstow is a little bit less of a cool area than Hackney, but it's been kind of massively gentrified in the last few years. They've got like a Walthamstow village area, and I think the food scene has got really good there as well. So I don't think we've actually been to Walthamstow
No,
village.
when I moved to London, I lived in Walthamstow,
You did.
but I didn't really live in the village, so I'm not really sure if I know what that is, if I'm honest.
Also, for the record, village in London is just what hipsters say to make the house prices go up. So they basically, it's like little gated areas in not so nice areas. So it's like you'll have this pocket of like really nice streets, kind of not too dissimilar to where we
Yeah,
live.
they're
where
not
you
gated,
have-
I would specify.
They're not gated, but it's like you
it's a
literally
bubble.
cross a road
Yeah.
and it's a dump, and you go to the other side and the house prices are £1 million more and much nicer. So that's what a village is in London. It's not an actual village.
Yeah.
But
It
yeah.
does give village vibes. I guess that's why, isn't it? Everyone's like out and about.
They have like, yeah, they do
jumble
like
sales down the
jumble
roads.
sales, farmers markets. So they do it. It's actually, I heard it was invented by estate agents to basically drive up prices and
Makes
make them
sense.
more appealing. So it was kind of a marketing ploy. But yeah. Anyway, we're right in between Hackney and Walthamstow. So we've showed you Hackney, which is very sort of cool part of London, and we'll show you Walthamstow, which we don't know. We haven't been. So let's find out.
We're just walking around the Walthamstow village area, and it's really annoying because we didn't look at this area very much when we were looking at houses. I think we viewed one house in like the Walthamstow area, but it was more towards
Wasn't this bit?
It was towards Black Horse Road, whereas I feel like this is more towards like, is it Walthamstow Central?
Yeah. So the only problem though is when you buy in these areas, they're already gentrified. So you'll pay
Not twice.
you'll
much,
pay
a bit more.
top dollar, and again, they're never like. It's often, and the annoying thing with these areas, it's like there's a few streets that are really nice,
Yeah.
and then the surrounding aren't. So
But it's really annoying, like it's little things like a little planting that in our areas like we don't have.
it's got a really nice little mini high street.
Yeah.
It's all like independent shops, so it's Except the gale, that's not really...
It's just annoying because I feel like this area is what our area will be like in 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
If the right people move in and make it nice. But yeah, it's just nice to show you guys around. I don't know, we're doing like an estate agent tour of East London. We're trying to find a nice food place. Apparently Chad's seen a good...
It's a Middle Eastern restaurant.
Which should be nice. So we're going to try and find that.
It's a mix of like Lebanese food and things, but I just can't remember its name.
So hopefully we'll find that and have some nice lunch. Hello everybody, so we are back from our little outing and we actually decided not to go to the Middle Eastern restaurant because I forgot that I was going to make a mac and cheese today. So we've come home and I'm going to make a really hearty British mac and cheese. It involves a lot of cheese, it's very comforting food, and I'm really craving it. So we're going to use, I was debating whether to use a rigatoni or a macaroni. I'm going to actually go for a macaroni. We're going to use lots of parmesan, lots of cheddar, some nutmeg, Dijon mustard, and I'm going to make my own roux sauce as well. So I'm just going to get started and make the really hearty mac and cheese lunch. Cheese is all done. I'm really quickly going to go and enjoy that, and I actually might pop on a Christmas film. This is the first year I still haven't watched a Christmas film until like, what are we on now? The 8th or 9th of December. So I'm going to quickly pop on probably Elf or Home Alone, and then I'm going to pick you guys back up. Confession time. I was really organised with Vlogmas and I actually was filming everything 3 days in advance. And since we went to Margate, I haven't had 3 days in advance. So I think for the past few days you'll notice that I'm uploading a bit later, and that's because I'm editing everything that I filmed on the same day, which if you are interested is basically impossible. So I'm somehow going to have to try and catch up so I'm at least 1 day ahead. I'm going to have to plan tomorrow really quickly, but I was thinking of maybe doing like a current house tour and plans for next year. And then I might also vlog what I'm doing tomorrow. So I might try and pop out 2 videos tomorrow just so I can get myself ahead. And then on the Tuesday, I still need to book my tickets to Paris. That's on my to-do list. But I need to book my tickets to Paris. And I actually asked you guys on Instagram for some hotel recommendations, and I've had so many and I still haven't booked. So I need to book that. So tonight's going to be quite busy. I'm currently editing this video you're watching, and it's been a short one, I'm not going to lie, it's a very short day. I mentioned a few videos ago that we were actually having a house viewing on Sunday, and we actually cancelled it. But basically, I got Chad to resend me the listing just so we could have a look at it, and although the area was nice, it was just a complete waste of time because the house wasn't like right in any sense of the word. It was on a corner, so it was like a triangular plot, and you had to walk down like an alleyway to get to your own garden. So we both agreed that it probably wasn't best to waste our time doing that. It would have been fun to go and look, but I don't really like the idea of vlogging someone else's house. I've done it before in Islington because the house was empty, and I think that's only really the acceptable time you can vlog someone's house. I wouldn't really love someone coming into our house and showing all of our dirty secrets. Yeah, I'm going to try and find some more houses. I'm currently looking as well at different areas in London. And I love that you guys are recommending areas. There are so many areas that I'm looking at the moment. Thank you all for leaving your thoughts and comments. The question I'm going to answer today is a bit of a boring one, but I feel like it could be quite helpful to anyone who's looking to start content creation. I get quite a few questions about this. I'm no professional like videographer or photographer, so like I am quite sloppy with my stuff, but what I use to shoot you guys on is a Canon R50 with I think it's a 10-18 lens, so this lens doesn't come with it. I basically got this as a vlogging set, and I've just changed the lens and the mic because the mic that comes with it is really bad and the lens that comes with it is also really bad. I'll link it below, the one that I bought, but Chad bought me one of these for my Christmas present, and I've opened it early but I think it's quite good because it actually does really help my content. So this is like a DJI mic, and it's just plugged into my camera with like an audio cable. For a long time, I wasn't actually using this. I was just using my iPhone, and the iPhone is incredible. I'm actually currently filming you on my iPhone now. You can pretty much just film on an iPhone, but I was getting really annoyed with having to like look at things on my phone and film things at the same time. So you don't need a camera, I'm not gonna lie, you really don't, and it's a very expensive investment. But I just wanted to invest in one. I think it's a really good investment. But the one thing I would say you need to do if you want to start content creating is sort your lighting out, and my lighting is always a bit iffy, I think we all know that. But I've just recently ordered this like light on Amazon, and this is the difference. So this is it without the light, and this is it with the light. And you can also change like the settings, so you can change onto like a cooler tone, dual tone, and a more warm tone. I like to keep it warm because, you know, we don't want to look too ill. It's literally just this. I'll link it below. I got it from Amazon, and I think it's around 20-25 pounds. You literally just plug it in when it's dead, and it just really improves your content and makes your skin look very nice. So that's a really good tip. Always invest in your lighting. I still haven't figured out the lighting for downstairs. I think that might just be a problem I can't solve. So yeah, really boring, but that is a question I keep getting asked. I hope that helps. I will leave everything linked below in the description, and I'll probably leave all the camera stuff linked in every description just in case you want to find it and you can't. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. As I said, tomorrow might be quite a busy day for me, so I'm going to sign off now, finish editing this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely evening and enjoy the start of your week. See you tomorrow.